I'm Dr. Benjamin Franklin. I've spent over 30 years helping older adults take control of their health. And one problem I see again and again is this: people over 60 quietly losing their eyesight and not understanding why. They're not going blind, but things just aren't as clear anymore. Reading small print is harder. Street signs at night look blurry, and you need brighter lights just to see clearly at home. You might think this is just a normal part of aging, but here's the truth. Most of this happens because your eyes aren't getting the nutrients they need. Yes, you heard that right. The real reason many older adults struggle with weak, tired eyes is because they are missing key vitamins. This isn't something most eye doctors talk about. They check your glasses, maybe give you eye drops, but no one says your eyes are slowly breaking down because they don't have the right fuel. By the time symptoms show up, like dry eyes, cloudy vision, or poor night sight, your eyes have already been under stress for years. And conditions like cataracts, glaucoma, or macular degeneration don't just appear overnight. They build up slowly when your eyes don't get proper care from the inside. But here's the good news. This isn't permanent. It can be slowed down. In many cases, it can even improve. You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need surgery. Your eyes simply need the right support. And that support starts with 3 essential vitamins, backed by research. They are easy to find and often overlooked in daily meals. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly what these 3 vitamins are, how they protect your vision, and where to get them from foods you already eat. If you're new here, welcome to the Senior Health Guide channel. I invite you to hit subscribe so you don't miss simple, science-backed advice like this, made just for older adults like you. Let's begin with the first and most powerful vitamin your eyes may be missing. If you're over 60 and your eyes feel weaker at night, if driving after dark has become uncomfortable, or if your vision takes longer to adjust when you walk into a dim room, you may be missing something critical. Vitamin A. This isn't just a general immune vitamin for your eyes. Vitamin A is one of the most important nutrients you'll ever need. Your retina, specifically the rod cells responsible for low-light vision, requires vitamin A to make a light-sensitive protein called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin acts like your eye's internal switch, allowing you to see when light levels drop. Without enough of it, your vision becomes slow, unresponsive, and unstable in dim environments. Vitamin A also supports the thin outer layer of your eye called the cornea. This layer is your first line of defense against dryness, irritation, and environmental damage. When your vitamin A levels are low, this protective surface begins to break down. That's why many seniors experience dry eyes, burning sensations, or an inability to produce enough tears. I remember a patient named Alan who was 69. He told me, "Doc, I can see okay during the day, but at night it's like someone turned the contrast down." He avoided going out after sunset. When I looked at his diet, I saw the issue right away. He ate mostly processed foods, and not a single one offered bioavailable vitamin A. We worked on a simple plan. He included a small portion of beef liver once a week, started his mornings with 2 whole eggs, and added cooked carrots or sweet potatoes to his meals. Just 6 weeks later, Alan returned and simply said, "I drove home at night last week, and it felt normal." Vitamin A. Sources: a small amount of beef or chicken liver once a week, 1 or 2 whole eggs per day, and regular servings of orange vegetables like carrots, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes. Dark green vegetables like spinach and kale are also excellent sources. Now, let's move on to another vitamin. Your eyes quietly depend on every single day. Vitamin C. Most people think of vitamin C as an immune vitamin, but your eyes actually carry one of the highest concentrations of it in the entire body. especially in the lens. Why? Because the eye lens is constantly exposed to light and stress. To stay clear and flexible, it needs strong antioxidant protection. As we age, the structure of the lens becomes more fragile. Oxidative damage builds up, and proteins inside the lens begin to clump together. This is how cataracts form, cloudy patches that gradually block your ability to see fine detail. Vitamin C slows this process by protecting the lens proteins from breaking down too early. It works like an internal cleaner, helping your lens stay smooth and clear. But cataracts aren't the only concern. Another silent threat is glaucoma, a condition where fluid builds up inside the eye and damages the optic nerve. Vitamin C helps regulate the fluid pressure inside your eyes. Studies have shown that a higher vitamin C intake is linked to lower intraocular pressure, especially when combined with a healthy diet. I had a patient named Teresa, a retired librarian in her early 70s. Her eye doctor warned her that her eye pressure was borderline high. We increased her intake of vitamin C-rich foods every single day: an orange in the morning, a handful of strawberries, and red bell peppers added to her salads. 3 months later, her eye pressure had dropped to a normal range without medication. Her doctor was surprised but supportive, saying, "Whatever you're doing, keep it up." Vitamin C. Sources: fruits like oranges, kiwi, or cantaloupe. Add raw red or yellow bell peppers to your salads. Include lightly steamed vegetables like broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Since vitamin C is water-soluble, you need to top it up daily. Now, let's talk about a vitamin that protects the deepest layer of your eyes: vitamin E. While vitamin A and C guard the front of the eye, vitamin E works deep in the back, inside the retina, where light is turned into signals your brain can understand. As we age, the retina becomes more vulnerable to oxidative damage. One of the most common results of that damage is age-related macular degeneration, AMD, which slowly blurs your central vision. Vitamin E helps slow that process. It works by neutralizing oxidative stress caused by years of light exposure and poor circulation. Think of it as a bodyguard for your photoreceptor cells, the tiny nerve endings that allow you to see sharp images. I remember a patient named Robert, age 71. He was a retired carpenter whose vision had started to fade. He said he could still see outlines, but reading the newspaper or seeing his grandson's face clearly had become a struggle. His diet had almost no vitamin E. We built a simple plan. He began adding almonds as a snack, switched to olive oil for cooking, and ate salmon once a week. 2 months in, he wasn't cured, but he said his eyes no longer felt strained, and reading felt possible again. He said, "It's like I'm buying time," and he was right. That's exactly what these nutrients do. Vitamin E sources: a small handful of almonds or sunflower seeds most days. Cook with extra virgin olive oil. Eat fatty fish like salmon or trout once or twice a week. Avocados and green vegetables like spinach also contribute. You've heard what vitamins A, C, and E can each do on their own. But when these three are combined, their power multiplies. Think of your eyes like a house. Vitamin A turns on the lights at night, C keeps the windows clean, and E protects the wiring. Your eyes are a system, and all parts work best when they are supported. This doesn't mean taking a dozen pills or following a complicated diet. It just means thinking in trios: an egg with spinach, carrots with olive oil, a few almonds in the afternoon, and grilled fish with steamed broccoli for dinner. It's simple, real, and natural. If you keep at it day after day, week after week, you'll begin to feel the difference. How do you make this a part of your life? You don't need a long checklist, just a few simple habits. Start your morning with a real breakfast, something with eggs and maybe sautéed spinach. At lunch, add a few slices of red bell pepper or a small sweet potato. For an afternoon snack, grab a handful of almonds. Dinner can be as simple as grilled salmon with steamed broccoli. You don't need to change everything at once. The more often these foods show up on your plate, the more support your eyes receive. Your eyes are with you every day. They help you recognize the face of someone you love, see the road ahead, and enjoy a book or a smile. They deserve care, and so do you. If this video was helpful, please consider tapping the like button. It helps more seniors find this information. If you know someone who's struggling with tired eyes, feel free to share this video with them. And if this is your first time visiting the Senior Health Secrets channel, I warmly invite you to subscribe. We're here to support each other one small step at a time. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one food you're going to add this week for your eyes? Your story might inspire someone else to begin. Take care of your vision, take care of yourself, and I'll see you again.